Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a story time. Yes, another story time, and I am finally back and making videos, probably because school is out and I don't want to have depression because of school, because that's what school does to you. That's what it does. Alright, anyways, let's get into the video. So, this is about a horrible friend, a terrible friend actually, and so this started in like elementary school all the way up until, middle school, like just 6th grade. And then our friendship ended because he was just not the best friend that you will have if you, yeah. So to keep his identity safe, his name is going to be Daniel. And so me and Daniel, we were okay friends, I guess. And so like we would sit next to each other on the bus, but like he smelled terrible, okay? Like I thought I smelled bad, but he smelled terrible. Like he hasn't taken a bath since World War One, okay? Like he was in World War One and he was fighting, and well, he wasn't really fighting. He wasn't very strong. He's kind of like twig like me. But yeah, he was in World War One, and he hasn't taken a bath since, or a shower, or anything that he does, right? And he lived the neighborhood right across my highway. I lived on next to a highway, and he lived across the highway, and I lived on one side, and he lived on the other side. Our side was kind of like, it's like modern. It looked nice and stuff. It was just a good, like, the air was like good there, right? And then over there was just like dark and sketchy and scary, right? So he was the type of friend, like, if you like wouldn't let him do something, he's like, I'm not your friend. And then the next day he'd be like, hey, you want to play? And then yeah, so he was one of those friends. So then I had another friend that, to keep his identity safe, we will name him Sean. His name is Sean. He was tall, and yeah, he's a pretty good friend. We're still friends today. Still talking a little bit, but yeah. So me and him were hanging out, and then Daniel comes along, and he's like, yo, you want to hang out? And we're like, sure. And he's like, yeah, I walked the same way as you guys, so let's all walk together. So we did that a couple of days, and then I decided to show him my house, right? My house is huge, okay? It wasn't like, mansion size, but it was pretty close to that, right? So I'm like, here, I'll show you my house. And as soon as we go in the house, I instantly smell him. And holy crap, it smelled so bad. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, do you take care of your body? Like, Jesus. Like, oh my god, dude. Like, if he was walking on the side of the street and a car stopped, they would thought they hit us. Like, they thought that it was a dead body. That they thought that like they hit a squirrel or something, or like there was already like a flat Stanley on the side of the road, but it was actually just him. That's how bad he smelled. Okay, so he walks into the house, and my mom instantly noticed that he smells bad, and she's like mad about that I let him in. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. And then so I kind of show him around. We play on the PS3 for a little bit, but then I'm like, all right, you gotta go, Daniel. And so he's like, all right, well, see you later. Hope to see you guys next day, right? And then so it was like an okay friendship, not relationship. Yeah, not gay, but so it was an okay friendship. We didn't really hang out much, but yeah. So me and that group kind of hung out for a little bit. Grammar good. Me is, yeah. And so this one time, we walk him back to his house, and his house is like so ghetto. It was like, it was green, okay? And like, why would you make your house green? I don't. It was like a swamp green, though. Get out of my swamp! It was like a swamp green, and so we walk over to his house, and we're like, here you go. And he comes in, he goes in, and a bunch of puppies just rush out, or cats or whatever they were. And his mom is like, Daniel, are you home? Get inside right now. And we're like, oh God. And oh God. So it sounded like his mom was like, I don't even know, dude. But yeah, so we're like, okay then. And then so we go back to the house and we're like, no, that was kind of weird. It's a little sketchy. And my friend Sean was like, well, we used to be enemies, you know? And he said that he's gonna like kill me someday and like murder my family and stuff. And he's like, Sean was like sketched out because of this. But now that I'm kind of binding them together, it was like a little bit better for them. But they were still enemies for some reason, but they didn't tell me that. So, okay, let's get to the good part, right? So, it's not really that much of a good part, but yeah, so Sean and Daniel were literally playing chicken on the highway, and then when my mom was like, getting sketched out about that, they were like, oh, hold up. You can't do that, okay? You are gonna get yourself ran over. And then Daniel whispers into Sean's ear, like, oh, what a beepin' B word, And that was not cool. I was inside, but I didn't hear that. Sean told me later. And then he goes home, and then I goes like, what did he say? And he's like, oh, he said this and this. And I'm like, wow, that's wow. And then so then the next couple of days, we go to his house to like see if he can play, right? And it was like we walked him home earlier, and he's like, yo, I can't play right now. And then, but he said, he's like, hey, I'm gonna show you my gun. I have a gun, okay? And I'm like, okay. And we're like, okay, cool, I guess. But yeah, we gotta go. And he's like, I'll show you it later when you come back, okay? So Sean is already there talking to him when I come up there, right? And I see him talking, and I'm like, hey, what you guys doing? And he's like, I'm just gonna show you guys my gun. And I'm like, okay, I have a really bad feeling about this. I told that to Sean while he was going, supposedly, to get the gun. I have a really bad feeling about this. Let's just not show us the gun. Not let him show us the gun. And he's like, okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. And so we just kind of, book it. And he comes back and he's like, oh, well, I don't have the gun. And we're like, okay, we're gonna go. Bye. So we kind of just book it. And then, yeah, we never talked to him again. And then, yeah, so he was terrible. Terrible friend and stuff. Terrible person overall. I mean, yeah, so, and once we saw his true colors, man, I mean, it's a sketch, but that's going to be it for the video today. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you miss my never uploads, because I don't upload, apparently. My channel is dead, but that's alright. I'm going to try to make it, yeah, whatever. Alright. Like the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.